Having existed for over 2,000 years and spanning for more than 1,000 kilometers, the Grand Canal is a marvel of ancient engineering. Generations and generations have been born and raised up alongside its banks. The canal has nurtured its own culture. Hello, welcome to our Xinhua Live, and I am Xinhua correspondent Yuqi. Today, I'm at Hangzhou, where the canal starts in the south part of China. Today, I'll be able to talk to several people who either live near the canal or do jobs related to it. Before everything starts, I would like to invite you to join me on a journey of water bus, and I'll be able to show you a bit of the views on the water. Now let's go on board, and I will be joined by Miss Li Lingwei, who works on the water bus. Please say hello to our audience.
Hello everyone, I'm Li Lingwei, and everyone can call me Elena.
Miss Li has been working on this bus, water bus, for several years. Now let's go on board. Can we sit nearby the window?
Okay. This one?
How about that one? That can have a better view of the...
Maybe display a little bit better.
We can see that the facilities are very modern, and actually it is very comfortable to sit on this chair. I'm very curious, like, when did this service actually start in Hangzhou?
Okay. It started to use in 2004. It's about 80 years till now.
So right now we are actually at Wulinmen station.
Yes.
Is it near the city center?
Oh, it's very famous in Hangzhou. Actually, it's the city center in Hangzhou for many years, and there was very convenient for many people because it includes subway and lots of bus stations.
Yeah, we can actually see there are many passengers are actually going on board. So in the morning and in the afternoon, I guess must be many passengers who take the water bus on Wulinmen location. I guess there should be a timetable for like when will this bus come, and they can actually take this water bus to go to work, right?
Yes, you're right. Actually, many Hangzhou citizens use this transportation for commuting, and it's very convenient. You know that there are lots of cars on the road, but if you take the boat, it's really save time.
Can you tell our audience, like in the past several years, especially in the past 10 years, you mentioned that this service started actually 8 years ago. 18 years ago.
Yeah.
So, especially in the past 10 years, what extreme changes of the water as well as the water bus service have improved or changed over the past 10 years?
Yeah. At the early years, there was only one route here, and we almost have had 54,000 passengers per year. But now we have 4 routes and almost 40 shuttles, and the passengers become 1 million per year. It's really a rapid development.
So other than citizens who actually live based in Hangzhou, many tourists would like to try this water bus, right? Because I've seen a lot of people posting about tourism in Hangzhou, and they have really good comments about this water bus.
Yes, you're right. There are many tourists from the rest of China or even from abroad. They love this kind of boat and want to have a try.
So, other than the changes of the water bus or the changes on the shuffle, what are the changes of this water quality or views and facilities, or big changes on the banks, like the views, the buildings and parks and people's livelihood?
Okay, I think that there are three main changes during the past 10 years. The first one is the environment, like our park. We build a lot of small parks along the Grand Canal, and you can see that there are lots of beautiful flowers and trees, and even some kind of birds. And
It's almost all green.
yeah, almost all green because of the weather. If you come here in summer, oh my gosh, it's amazing view. The second one is actually the water. I mean, the quality of water is very bad 10 years ago, and my company did put a lot of effort and time into it, and let it become more healthy for the people. And the third one is you can see lots of traditional Chinese culture district. We call it 潮汐
West
小河.
to the bridge.
Yeah.
This bridge is Gongchen Qiao.
I mean, it's a long street just besides Gongchengqiao. It's a traditional Chinese street, and it attracts lots of tourists. They can eating delicious food and enjoy the beautiful view outside, or even can try some, how can I say, do something, just
Life experience.
a life experience, and they can take their children to learn some history things in the museum. There are 5 museums besides the Gongchengqiao.
I've seen that this scenery is actually very beautiful, and I feel a sense of cultural heritage, because we know the Grand Canal is definitely a cultural heritage of China. It's very precious. How can we protect it through either constructing the water bus service or other things we do in your company?
Actually, the Grand Canal is a symbol, a culture of Hangzhou. Actually, and you see that those kind of birds, it means that the environment is really good, and we did a lot to protect the environment, even to protect the history, like this one. Yeah.
Oh, the wall.
Yeah, it's a history wall.
It's an ancient wall, right?
Yeah, ancient. One of the 10 famous beautiful scenery along the Grand Canal. Taking the boat is a good way to enjoy the beautiful view along the Grand Canal and even the history of the Grand Canal. As we all know, 2 famous emperors called Kangxi and Qianlong, they traveled from Beijing to Hangzhou through this river.
Both of them are emperors in the Qing dynasty.
Yes, they're in Qing dynasty. And it's a very famous history story. And lots of people who came from other side, other cities, they want to enjoy the same view as those emperors. Do you enjoy it?
Yeah, definitely. I've enjoyed a lot. The sunset is very beautiful. So thanks for your time. Maybe we'll be seeing you later.
Okay, welcome back to the Grand Canal.
Okay.
It's my honor to
Okay.
see you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye. So now I have arrived on the bank of one of the banks of the canal, and I've actually noticed a lot of people are walking alongside the bank. Even a group of people are practicing Tai Chi over there. I think I'm gonna talk to the tallest guy over there. Let's go.
Hi.
Can I maybe interrupt you for a bit?
Yes,
at
of
a time?
course.
Where are you from?
I'm from Croatia. It's a very small country and very beautiful, but probably many Chinese people that don't know where is my country, so I can say it's in the Europe next to the Italy. And before, the name of my country was Yugoslavia, in Chinese like Nansi Lafu, so now maybe people will know where is my country.
How often do you practice here in
I practice here almost every day. Depends on my schedule that I have at work, but mostly when I have time I come maybe 5 times per week or maybe 6. Yeah.
What do you do for work?
I'm an English teacher. Now I teach in middle school in Hangzhou.
Okay, so in your spare time you come here to practice Tai Chi.
Yes, I practice here and I practice near to my home.
Where do you live? Do you live near the canal?
Yes, I'm not like so far away from canal, maybe like 3 kilometers from here. But before I lived like a little bit like far away from here, so I came here maybe like 1.5 years ago.
How often do you? How many years have you been here in Hangzhou and learning Tai Chi?
In Hangzhou now I have been living here for about like 3.5 years. And first time when I started like to practice Tai Chi, it was 2014. I started to practice in my country, but just like for 3 months. But then later I was not like so satisfied. I wanted like to learn from the real masters, and then I plan in the future like to go to China, and maybe if I will have a chance like to learn from real masters. And then later it happened, so I came here. I managed to do it.
Can you maybe introduce your master to me?
My okay, I can. So this is a. Okay, now we will not like interrupt him.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk to him later.
Okay, a little bit later.
So in the past 3.5 years during your stay in Hangzhou, what are the changes, that you experienced or have been able to see? Especially alongside the Grand Canal.
And what are like the changes? But you know, like so many things are changing in Hangzhou, not just in Hangzhou. In any Chinese cities, maybe I don't know. You can come to one place and then you come at the same place 1 year later, and everything can be new. Like the new buildings, like the new neighborhoods, everything's like building.
The infrastructure.
Yeah, infrastructure, and especially now, like before. When I was traveling, when I was visiting Hangzhou for the first time, or when I started to live here, there was only like first time there was like only like 2 subway lines. Then later it was like 4, and now we already like so many buildings and I don't know, roads and everything was building, and now still is under construction. So Hangzhou is like expanding a lot, and basically you never know. If you go like to some place, you didn't go for a few months, maybe something new will happen in that place. Maybe some new building or some new park. So things are changing all the time.
Okay, thank you. I think I'll leave you for free. 结束了，然后我再停，这样的话比较好。
你说停点下来。停了。好，停。好，起立。好，立。
So I will continue my journey and I will talk to one of the guide of the Grand Canal Museum. I can see that she's already there waiting for me. 你好，你好，罗老师。你好 ，Nice to meet you. This is Miss Liu. Can you say hi and introduce yourself to our
Hi,
audience?
everybody. My name is Alice, and I'm working in the Grand Canal Museum for 5 years. Also, I live here. So glad to have a work with us.
So you've been living near the canal
Yeah.
for many years.
Yes.
I can see that people are having a really good life here alongside the canal. Can you maybe give us a little bit introduction or history about the canal?
The canal have about 2,500 years. People in China have a long history to digging canal. In the early times, the excavation of canal was mainly for military and economic purpose. In the history of China, from Sui and Tang dynasty till Ming and Qing dynasty, all the central governments established their capital in the north. They needed the grains supplied from the south of China. So, to some degree, the Grand Canal undertook a huge empire of water transportation.
Water transportation
Yeah.
for military and economic purposes.
For military, for the survival of the empire.
But what functions does it play in modern times?
In modern times, it played a very important role in the water transportation and in the tour and the sightseeing. Also, it's a cultural symbol to embody Chinese people's great wisdom to transform and utilize nature.
Okay. What are the changes in the past 10 years about the canal and the living areas alongside the canal?
Oh, there are a lot of changes. Everything different from before. For example, before the water in the canals was very dirty, and there is a stink in the air. So we smelled very, very bad. And in the rainy season, the water rise and flood the pavement along the banks. So people don't like to live along the canals. But right now there are a lot of changes. We can see the trails and the green trees, flowers, and the beautiful sceneries along the banks. And a lot of people working here and do exercise here. They love to live here and work here.
Like the people over there practicing Tai Chi.
Yeah.
It's just one example.
Yeah.
Just now you mentioned Gongchen Bridge.
Yeah.
Are we walking towards that one, the bridge? Well, we'll
Gongchen-
be passing through Gongchen Bridge.
Yeah, we'll be passing there, and Gongchen Bridge is a very ancient Chinese traditional old bridge. It was originally built in 1631, almost 400 years old. Gongchen Bridge is also the longest and the highest bridge in Hangzhou.
So it's very special, right?
Yeah, it's very special, and it's also the southernmost end of the Grand Canal. It's a landmark of this area, and we are standing at the west of the Gongchen Bridge. So, in the east, my museum, the Grand Canal Museum, is in the east of the Gongchen Bridge. And just now I mentioned the fan museums and the umbrella museums. All those museums are located at the west of the museum, the Gongchen Bridge.
I've heard a lot stories about Gongchen Bridge, actually. I heard that there are many firsts about this bridge.
Yes, because here is the Here has a lot of industry in the west of the Gongcheng Bridge. There are a lot of first, for example, the first electric lamp in Zhejiang, and the first comprehensive newspaper, and also the first open air films. They all born here.
The first open
Open air
Movie.
movie, yeah,
of Hangzhou.
yeah,
Or of Zhejiang.
in Hangzhou.
Oh, they all happened in this area.
Yeah, all happen in this area.
I think we're about to arrive at the bridge.
Yeah, there is. There it
Okay,
is.
let's have a look.
It has 98 meters long and 60 meters high.
It's quite big.
Yeah,
I can
this
feel
is-
that it mixes very well with the views, both with the banks and with the canal. Can we just go and walk?
Okay,
in it?
okay.
进入街区，
Oh, this
请
way.
佩戴好口罩，打开支付宝扫一扫出示健康码、行程码，谢谢配合。
People are taking pictures.
进入街区，请佩戴好口罩。
This is very common thing. A lot of people walking here and have a seaside.
So it's a very important tourism site for people traveling in Hangzhou.
Yeah, more and more visitors come here and have a look at the Grand Canal. There is an ancient old arch bridge.
What animal is that?
Animal. This is the son of the dragon.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, Son of the Dragon. So it's for it exists here to protect the.
Bridge.
The bridge.
The ancient bridge. Of course, the bridge will be okay under the protection of the Pasha.
Okay, thank you very much for your time. The sunset is about to come, and I think I will wrap up this live. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.